Welcome to the Soul Success Summit, where we share guidance on how to succeed on the goal line and the soul line. My name is Katja Rusanen, and I'm your host. I love helping coaches and healers shine their light, share their gifts, and succeed on purpose. I'm here with Soley, who is a business coach and founder of Bizology, using the powers of numerology to elevate your business success. Numerology has transformed Jo's life and business to such degree to her services are now related to the connecting her clients to the energies of their numbers. As by understanding your life path, and numerology can help to empower you to do the right thing at the right time. That sounds amazing. So let's find out more. So, welcome to the Soul Success Summit, Jo. And I'm super excited that you are here.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
And you talk about the life path number, and we're going to hear more about that in a moment. But first, I'm curious to know a little bit more about your path. How did you find numerology, and how did you discover your path?
Okay, so I've always been fascinated in numbers since a young child. Even before I could write words, I'd ask my mum to write down all of the people's names in my class and I'd write a number against them. And then as the years passed, I made a beeline for numerology articles in magazines and then blogs and then podcasts, etc. But I always loved it, right? And where there's interest, there's ability. So whatever you're interested in, even if you're not that good at it, there's a clue with regards to what your passion is and what your purpose is and how you can make money from that place. So it was one wet March evening on International Women's Day on the 2017, on the 8th of March 2017, 5 years ago. And the keynote speaker's opening gambit was, forget International Women's Day, it's International Women's Millennium, right? So he had me at hello. Why? Because we're in the energy of the 2000s, right? We were born into the 19, which is 10, which is 1. 1 was quite masculine. We had Reagan, we had Thatcher, we had Scargill. It was very masculine energy. Right now, we're in the energy of the 2, and you're not the number next to you. We're in the 2 millennium, we're in the 2 decade, we're in 2022. That's a lot of 2. But we were born into times where there was loads of technology, loads of innovation, not so much technology like we know it today, like Zoom and emails and social media, but we had lots of new things, and men led, no judgment. Women followed. We were in jobs for longer. The way we were parented, the way we were schooled was quite masculine. Right? Now we're in the energy of the 2. The Dalai Lama says the Western woman's going to save the world, but we are the negative of our numbers. So we're in the energy of the 2. We've got all these women running businesses, many more than we had 20 years ago or 40 years ago. We've got lots of women like you and me running more spiritual businesses, running more holistic businesses, because we're in this 2, which is the divine feminine, sacred knowledge, sensitivity, fluidity, balance. But the negative of 2 is panic and fear and lack and worry. So we've got all these women running businesses, but we are a little bit fearful. Maybe there's imposter syndrome, maybe there's comparisonitis with running the businesses. Men used to lead, women followed. You always get an and then or, right? So now women, it's balancing it out, and we will lead and men will follow. No judgment, just how it will be, because you get that ebb and flow and you get the peak and the decline, and things change and shift, and we can see that play out in the energies of the one, which was quite masculine. It was very leadership, the male energy, and now we're in the energy of the two. So look at the way we parent, it's more inclusive. Look at the way we school, it's more inclusive. So we have a lot of attention now on more neurodiverse energies and people, and we work towards that. We work to balance that. We work to help that. And also with this two energy, look at mental health. We're more open. Okay, so this is the two. Now these are big concepts, just because we're gone from the one to the two. You know, what does that mean? What does that look like? But we can see it playing out. So that's a long answer to your question. But on this evening, this keynote speaker said things like, forget International Women's Day, it's International Women's Millennium, which literally I was like open mouth, shaking my head, loads of aha moments. And then I ran off and kind of read every book I could. Be careful with that though, because every numerology book calls every formula a different thing. I went to a college in London. I studied 2 in-depth courses. I brought numerology into my heart-centered coaching business. I created Bizology. I trademarked it. And 4 years later, probably, I have worked with over 330 men and women with Bizology sessions, packages, etc. So that's a abridged version, but that night was like game changing.
That's so amazing, because I remember actually seeing and witnessing your shift. I remember when you brought this forward, and it felt so aligned with your work and what you do, and there was this different new energy coming through, and I feel like that happens when we really align with the work that we are meant to do here in the world. So I'm super excited to have you here to share, and you already started teaching us and sharing about the numbers, and I just want to ask you to share what you're going to be teaching today so people can get their pen and paper ready because they do want to take notes from this for sure.
Sorry, you broke up a bit then.
So I just wanted to ask you what you're going to be talking today. What's going to be your topic specifically?
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to work out your life path number and what the life number is and how you can work it out. And then my free gift links to that as well.
Beautiful. So I invite you to take the stage and share with us, because I'm sure people are like, wow, I want to know my life path number. That's always at least was my response when I found out about numerology first time. I was like, okay, what are my numbers? And wants to calculate. So you are up here for a treat. So you can go ahead and share.
Okay, so numbers are magic, they're deep, they're cosmic, they're fundamental of form. Nothing in life happens without numbers. Mathematicians say numbers rule the world, which sounds very Beyonce, but it's true, right? So what we're going to look at today is the life path number. So what is the life path number? So you can't change your date of birth, all right? You can change your name. When you change your name, you change your life, because words are spells. That's why we call it spelling. But you cannot change your date of birth. It's impossible. So your destiny number is what you're destined to do in business. It's also called, your life path number is also called your destiny number. I don't call it that. Bringing numerology into business is woo-woo enough, right? But it's what you're destined to do. So there's numbers that are easier to be, there's numbers you were in a previous life, but this is what you're destined to be. So 75% of what's going on in your life and business is related to this number. So we want to know what it is, right? We want to use it. We want to align to it. We want to use all of its gifts, all of its magic, all of its energy, so that we can move forward in our life and business. But there's 7.5 billion people in the world. So we don't want to just divide everybody into 11 numbers, because that's like saying I'm Aries and the next person is Leo or Sagittarius. That's just the top of astrology. Like life path numbers, just one aspect of numerology, it goes deeper. So what's your life path number? Okay. So you can use my free gift, which we're going to also share with you at the end. This is a QR code to work out your life path number, or you can do it old school with us with your calculator on your phone or a pen and paper, like Katia said before. So this is my date of birth. So we use whole numbers. So we go 4 plus 4 and use 1973 as a whole number. So if you're doing it on the calculator, I would do 4 plus 4 plus 1973, and that gives me 1981 as a 4-digit number. Okay, so I'll wait a few moments until people get to this space. And then what we do, we take that 1981 and we add it up. So 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 1 is 19. Now, in numerology, we use 1 to 9, 11, and 22. So we don't use 19. So we reduce it down further to its root. 1 plus 9 is 10. We don't use 10 in numerology, right? So we do 1 plus 0 is 1. So I am working with the energy of the number 1 if I choose to, okay? And 1 is the leader, 1 is about originality, 1 is uniqueness. So before we go any further, if you had an 11, don't make it a 2, because 11 is a master number. You don't want to lose it. If you got 22 or 2002, that's a 22, or 2020, that's a 22, or 2011, that's a 22. So that is why I created this app, so that you work it out correctly. All right. So we don't want to reduce these master numbers, but you might want to use the app if you're a bit unsure whether you're an 11 or a 2, a 22 or a 4. If you're listening from America, where you would put your month and then your day, then when you use the app, use the calendar. Don't just try and overwrite it. So what we're going to do now is look at the life path numbers and what they mean. So Katja, what's your life path number?
I'm also 1.
Yeah. So birds of a feather flock together. But what day of the month are you born on?
15th of September.
So you're born on the 15th. So that 6 energy is strong for you, even though you're a 1. So 4 for me is strong, even though I'm a 1, because I'm born on the 4th. Okay. So what we're going to do now, this is a good slide to screenshot or take a photo of, because it shows us our main interest, it shows us our main motivation. So 1 energy is all about independence. Okay, we have to lead and we have to do our own thing. 2 energy is very sensitive, it's all about balance and emotion. 3 energy is all about divine self-expression. 4 energy is all about structure, control, routine, and system. 5 energy is all about freedom. 6 energy is all about community, collaboration, tribe, groups. 7 energy is all about seeking, learning, thinking. 8 energy is all about success, wealth, money. 9 energy is all about love, compassion, other people. 11 energy is all about ideas, inspiring other people, spirit. 22 energy is all about change, transformation, and action. Okay. So once you've got your number, so this is Katia and myself. We are working with the energy of the number 1, all about innovation. So we have to be self-employed, but that isn't enough. The next step, once we're self-employed, we've got to do something that nobody else is doing, right? Hence, Bizology for me. And Katia does things very different her way. We are very, very independent. We can be married, we can be in a relationship, but we don't need to be. Other people, like say 3, 6s and 9s, they need that connection a little bit more. So then the 2, you're not the number next to you. So like I was saying about the 19s, we were born into this energy. We're now in this energy. 2 is about divine feminine, sacred knowledge, collaboration, cooperation, teams. They're normally the power behind the throne. It's very emotional, very intuitive, very sensitive. So 2 needs that balance. They need to eat the elephant with a teaspoon. It's baby steps. They need to feel supported by their environment and their energy. 3 is about being warm, sociable, communication. Look at the 3, 2 horseshoes on top of each other. 3 is lucky. 3 is about creativity. 3 is about divine self-expression. 3s are here to write books, masterclasses, blogs, podcasts, summits. They're here to put their word into the world. 4, I'm born on the 4th. Structure, control, routine, and system. In life, we have 4 fingers, 4 seasons, 4 directions, 4 elements, 4 walls to our house, 4 wheels to our chair, 4 parts of our brain, 4 pairs to our DNA, 4 chambers to our heart, 4 major archangels, 4 suits in tarot, 4 gospels in the Bible, right? So 4's about structure, control, routine, and system. And in life, 4 keeps us structure, control, routine, and system. So Katia knows I'm a little bit of a workaholic. I'm a little bit of a dog with a bone. I have to have a plan. I have to have a direction. I have to have structure. And this is why, because I'm born on the 4th of the 4th. So I don't want to stay here because this is comfort zone. Right? What happens in comfort zone is not much, but I don't want to ignore it. I really want to use it because I use it to become one leader, innovation. All right. So then we've got 5, expansion, freedom, growth, change, movement. 5s can't fake it till they make it. They're in the middle of the keypad. It can go anywhere, but they can also freeze at times. So 5 is all about change and freedom and growth and movement, but they have to be careful that they don't throw the baby out the bathwater or become too scattered, in what they do. 6 is about freedom, love, connection, collaboration, responsibility, relationships, community, connection, understanding how people feel. 6 are brilliant at understanding how people feel. So you can see that Katia and I are both 1 energy, but I'm born on the 4th, so it's more serious, head down, order. But then Katia's more this kind of loving, caring, kind, group, connection, collaboration energy than me. No judgment, it's just how it is, because this is the 6 energy, all about, like the beehive has got 6 sides. Yeah. So 6 is all about that understanding how people feel, parenting, nurturing, caring. I'm 49. I've never married, no kids. I've just been running a palmistry session in my group, and this is Apollo. It's like on mine, it's completely flat. It's your relationship, what you came here with the world, what you're manifesting in the world. And I don't have any 6 in my chart, and then on my hand it's kind of like predestined as well. So numerology goes hand in hand with lots of things like palmistry and astrology and all of the other divination tools, because there's no mistakes, right? If you've got something, you've got it for a reason. So Katya's meant to be working with this. I don't have any 6 in my chart, but that's okay. It's not what I'm meant to be working on. 7 is about thinking, seeking, learning, questioning, asking. We have 7 days of the week, 7 chakras, 7 notes on the musical scale, 7 you're rich when you've had enough, Secret 7, Blake 7, 7 Seas, 7 Wonders of the World, 7 candles on the menorah. 7 is about analysis and that mysticism, but also that wisdom and that knowledge and that learning energy. So 7s don't really fit in. They're not meant to. They're meant to be doing things their way. They need space. Our gorgeous late queen was a 7, and she came up with the best answers to problems. However, she needed to go off stage. So she really loved going to Balmoral in Scotland. She loved her royal yacht until they took it away from her. But it's that energy. She's born on the 21st. So that's 3. She was good at communicating. But when Princess Diana died, she was also a 7. People were like, where are you? Where are you? Sometimes other people's expectations of, we need dancers, we need you to say things, are not in alignment with what the other person needs, right? 8 is about success and wealth. It's money. It's infinity. Look, it's infinity energy. It's about making friends with the energy of money. It's about property. They nail it in business. They know what to do. And they can be hypercritical of self. But 8s are here to goal set, sell high ticket, sell high end, and be professional. 9, look at the head of the 9. It's like all about wisdom. And 9 is the oldest soul, old souls, right? And all of the numbers go into 9 in some way or shape or form. 8 goes into 9, 7 goes into 9, etc. So 9 is all about service over success, similar to 6, impact over income. It's all about love, passion. What do we do in England when we need help? We pick up the phone, we ring 999, because 9's about helping. So 1s have to make their life all about them, and then from that place they serve, but 9s have to make their life all about others. Okay? So no number's better than any other number, but some numbers can be more, see more, and do more, and these are master numbers. So I'm writing a blog about this at the moment, but master numbers are like other numbers on kryptonite, on steroids, right? They can literally go beyond. They've got more juice in the tank. They're super, super, super old souls, and they've been here many, many, many times. So 11 is a light. It's about God, source, divine, the cosmos, theorems. It's about service. It's intense. London vibrates an 11 energy, like after you've been there a few hours, you've had enough, right? It's a big energy. It's that cosmic connector. They need a direction, they need a plan, but they're here to inspire. And then 22s are the architect of change, very capable, huge achievements, here to transform the world one person at a time, very expansive, big energies there. So that is 22. And likewise, if you're born on the 22nd or you're born on the 11th, 11 is a fire, a light, 22 is a fire. So numerology reminds you who you are. It talks to you in a way that nobody else does, nothing else does. I like using it because there's less reference points. Some things, there's like astrology, maybe human design, there's lots of confusion, lots of reference points. The more confusion, sometimes the more delusion. This strips it back. There's not many reference points. Less is more with numerology. So I've got my free app, Discover Your Life Path Number, which you can use this QR code to work out what life path number you are. And then video pops up. I tell you what number you are in a video, and then you get an email sequence from me about your number. So that's my free gift to you.
Oh, that's amazing gift, actually, because I'm sure like people want to know more. At least I do. It's always like, okay, like this is, and it really resonated with me what you share. So now this is a beautiful, beautiful gift. So get this app, and so that you can find out more and get the email series from Joe, because that will just support you in your business. So maybe that's something just to ask you, because when somebody now is checking their numbers, whether they did the calculation with us or whether they get the app and find out about the number and for the life path, and then how does that support them in growing, accelerating their soul aligned business growth?
Accelerating their what, sorry?
Soul aligned business growth, because all people are tuning in here most likely it's very spiritual, and then they do have this calling as well to contribute to the world. So how does this, if they know that they are, for example, number 6 is their life path.
Yeah. So life isn't easy. We make it more difficult, right? It's not meant to be easy. We're here to learn. We're here to learn what we didn't learn in a previous life. Life has lessons and it has teachers and it has a playground, but life is not a playground. Most people treat life like a playground. But the more we realize we're here to learn what we didn't finish learning last time, and we can see what we're here to learn in our numbers, life will never be a bed of roses because it's not meant to be, right? But we can see what we're here to do. So we know what we're here to do in our business. Now, it goes a lot deeper, but already what I've shared us here today is you and I are meant to be self-employed, right? So if you're not self-employed and you're a life path 1, that will get you on your soul aligned path. If you're not doing something innovative, original, and dynamic, that will help you on your soul aligned path. If you're not making your life about you, and then from that place making it about other people, doing that will help you on your soul aligned path. And everything I said about each number.
Yeah, that's amazing. I just love this, and I'm so happy that you were able to come here today to share this information, because this is really key as well, that you know yourself and letting yourself to have that awareness how you can best share your gifts here, and as you said as well, what you are here to learn, how here can you grow. And I think having a business is one of the really great ways how we can grow here very quick, but also how you can use your strength to lead your business forward. So I really found this super, super valuable what you shared, Joe. So thank you for that. And as we are coming towards the end of our time together here, I just want to ask, do you have a special final message that you would like to share with our listeners?
So, what would I like to say? We are the negative of our numbers. Everything else is just guidance. So when we understand the negatives of our numbers, we can pull them up like weeds in a garden, and then from that place move forward.
Beautiful. So thank you so much, Joe, for sharing your wisdom here and your time here today, and all the work that you do in the world, helping people to know their numbers and then use that guidance to move forward here. And thank you for watching the Soul Success Summit. I'm sending you so much light and so much love. Stay well and stay tuned for the next interview.